They already have cars lined up in this already. And he went around all of them, and he's like, "What's the name?" I don't have his name yet either. Player. I'll get his name. I ripped my pants. He started grabbing me out.
Newly released body camera video sheds light on pro golfer Scottie Scheffler's arrest. Today we learned 3 LMPD officers didn't turn on their cameras.
WDRB's Christy Batista walks us through the moments that were caught on video.
So you guys all wear the chest cameras?
Yeah, some of us have them like on our shoulders.
As it turns out, in this incident, at least 3 officers didn't turn theirs on. In the 63-page investigative file released Friday, detectives Brian Gillis and Kelvin Watkins and Officer Javar Downs were found to have not turned on their body cams in violation of police policy.
I'll be honest, I didn't think this was ever a position I'd be in.
Pro golfer Scottie Scheffler was arrested May 17th for refusing to stop while entering Valhalla Golf Club ahead of the second round of the PGA Championship. Those charges have since been dropped.
Are you the one that I dragged? I'm sorry. Sir, I did not know you were a police officer. I'm terribly sorry.
Gillis said he was dragged by Scheffler as the golfer continued to drive 50 feet.
Are you okay?
Ouch.
No other officers or witnesses corroborated that account. 5 officers said their view of the incident was blocked by a shuttle bus. LMPD released video in the weeks after. Perspectives also blocked by a bus.
Gosh, so sorry.
Newly released body camera video from the officers who did turn on their cameras shed a little more light on Scheffler's perspective of the incident. The report states Scheffler shares responsibility, admitting that he shouldn't have ignored instructions from personnel maintaining order in a large-scale event. He repeated several times that he didn't know Gillis was a police officer.
As he was reaching in the car, he grabbed my shoulder and hit me. Like
Trying to get you to stop, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It seemed to be a little bit over aggressive because the entrance was open.
Okay.
And I pulled a little bit because I was afraid. I thought he was going to start hitting me, and I didn't know who he was. He didn't tell me he was a police officer. Panic kind of set in. As you can see, I'm still shaking because I was afraid. I didn't know who he was.
It's also clear that the officers directly interacting with Scheffler had no idea who he was.
And he's like, "What's the name?" I don't have his name yet either. Player.
There is no footage of the incident before Gillis was allegedly assaulted, but it does show that Scheffler was held for 30 minutes before he was taken to Metro Corrections.
So what are the odds you think I'm able to play golf today? About 1%?
Man, who's your lawyer?
His name's Danny.
Okay. Yeah, I'd call Danny as soon as you get in there, man. But then again, we work in Jefferson County, and stranger things have happened.
He did end up playing that day and shot a 66. With photojournalist Jeff Gordon, Christy Batista, WDRB News.
According to the report, all 3 officers had to fill out failure to activate forms. LMPD says Gillis was also disciplined and received counseling for the policy violation. Again, Jefferson County dropped all charges against Scheffler.